It's my honor to be here. The International Business Management Studies of the Hague University in the Netherlands has asked me to give them the class of 2013 a commencement speech through a video. The subject is rejection. I thought this was a great idea. I'm passionate about helping the youth to overcome the fear and pain of rejection, so I came to this empty auditorium to give the speech. I'm visualizing this place to be filled with exuberant graduating students. And I also believe this message is relevant to all young people, whether you are in high school or college. Who am I? I'm the rejection guy. While others run away from rejection, I go out and seek it. In late 2012, my startup was turned down with an investment opportunity, and I was deeply hurt. But instead of giving up, I decided to meet rejection head on. I did 100 days of rejection therapy, where I would go out and once a day to ask for crazy stuff to get rejected at. The goal was to desensitize myself from the pain and fear of rejection. I videotaped my experience and blog about them so the world would keep me accountable. For example, to experience rejection, I would knock on the stranger's door, asked to play soccer in his backyard. I would walk into a donut shop and ask the owner to make me donuts that look like Olympic rings. I would flag down a police officer and ask to drive his car. And I would walk up to a random pilot to fly his private plane. And the amazing thing is, they say yes to all these requests. They show me a kinder side of the world I could have never imagined. But it also gave me the chance to see rejection face to face that not many other people can see. I found it not to be the hurtful monster that we all fear, but it could be even useful and fun, and used to improve myself. So I'm talking to you about rejection. If you think I will say that you have been well protected by your school or home, so now you will enter into a professional world full of rejections, you're wrong. If you are a young person, you have experienced rejection in your whole life. Maybe your parents don't even know it, but I do. Through the hundreds of emails I receive from you, I know you experience all kinds of rejections, from social rejection, college rejections, romantic rejections, job rejections, and worst of all, self-rejection. The world has been kind to you, regardless of your background and upbringing. Looking back at myself, I grew up in a loving family. If you think that the love will shield me from all the rejections and the pain of it, no, it didn't. I was frequently bullied by other students and humiliated by teachers in front of my class. After moving to a new country at the age of 16, I landed in a rural town where there were more cows than people. And because I didn't know the language, I had no friends. My first experience with money was my host family stole all my savings. In college, I had the worst homecoming date ever. I let video game addiction turn me from a scholarship student into a probation student. And I was let go from my job. I had my car repossessed and myself evicted because I was broke. I dealt with depression and regret, and I would scream in bed every night because so much was expected of me, but I was seeing my once bright future vanishing in front of me. And all this happened to me before I was even 23 years old. I can still remember those rejections and how much they hurt as if they were yesterday. Then somehow I didn't give up. Rejection after rejection, I worked myself into a top 10 business school in the United States, landed my dream job at the hot Silicon Valley startup, found the perfect love of my life, and then got a higher paying job at a Fortune 500 company. Quit my job to pursue my dreams and turn investment rejections into the best opportunity of my life. And now, I'm speaking and writing to people all over the world. So looking back at all these, I became who I am today not in spite of these rejections, but because of them. They didn't just happen. They made me stronger, smarter, and love the world even more. My experience in school taught me its imperfections, so I know how you feel. My social rejections forced me to learn the language and be more outgoing. My host family stealing me my money taught me the dark side of human nature and led me to a new host family that has loved me like their son. The money problem taught me the importance of saving and investment. My depression made me sensitive to others' sufferings. And my addiction showed me my limitation and taught me self-control. So when the investment rejection happened to my business later in my life, I didn't just give up or move on. I did the 100 days of rejection therapy and discovered a whole new world. If you're afraid or hurt by rejections, don't be. Rejections are like storms, and all storms are temporary. They can destroy things, but they can only destroy us if we let them. In fact, it's the storms that teach us to be strong, smart, and loving. There's an old Chinese song that said, if there were no storms, there would be no rainbows. You have to go through the storms to see the rainbows. So, class of 2013, I know you will move to a future full of professional rejections. When the furious storm comes, and they will, and when you feel you're walking through the darkest valley, and you will, know there's a hope and a brighter future. Learn and grow, and don't ever let rejection cripple you. Thank you.